So I applied to Morrison's for their finance scheme just because, well, there's lots of grad schemes out there for finance, but I was really after a good package and a company that fit me. So I knew that I wanted to do a professional qualification, and I knew that I wanted to go down the CIMA route. And the Morrison's package just kind of fit that in terms of studying, but the company as a whole, there was just lots to offer. So there's a massive vertical integration within the company, so you can kind of work within retail, within manufacturing, there's logistics, there's loads of different areas, so you're not just seeing one business, you're almost seeing lots of different businesses, and that really felt like a good fit, really felt like I could learn a lot. And we're producing food, we're moving food, so yeah, a lot more to learn than I actually anticipated, and I've really taken a lot from that. So my first placement was in the marketing and customer team, so I was looking after the marketing element of the business. I had a couple of accounts which were solely my responsibility to complete period end tasks on. I was also looking after the media services team who work on supplier funded point of sale. I've relocated to move up to head office, so I'm originally from the Midlands, decided to come to Yorkshire to do my degree at university, and then moved over towards West Yorkshire. So I've actually moved in with my partner, but some of my friends decided to move in together, so they met up beforehand. There's great availability of houses around here. It was really easy to relocate with me. And then I did 2 weeks in the Wakefield store as my store placement. So there I spent half a day on each department. I was in the bakery, for example, and I was making cream cakes, which was great fun. We sat on the fish counter and I was gutting salmon, which again was something that you would never do anywhere else. In terms of support and training, one of the massive elements of the finance grad scheme is CIMA. So CIMA is your Chartered Institute of Management Accountant qualification. It's something that every finance grad will go through, and it takes 3 years to complete. So you've got 3 years professional training, and you've got 17 exams if you do certificate level as well. So it's quite a big investment of time. There's also lots of Morrison's behavioural training that we go through, so there's many different courses that you're put on. So you're put on a graduate learning programme, and within that you have a number of different courses. So you'll be learning about communications, learning about behaviour, how to lead, things like creating high-performing teams. Your line managers are also really, really good within finance, so they understand how much work a grad's got to do. They give you lots of support and lots of flexibility to enable you to complete your CIMA qualification as well. So lots of support around the business. So in terms of working for Morrison's on the grad scheme, I think there's so many benefits, more than I can probably list right now. One of the big ones is that you get to move around a lot, so your placements are a year long and you have 3 of them throughout your grad programme, but that's not just the end of it. Just because you're in a role doesn't mean that you can only stick to that function. So one of the projects that I was looking at was within supply chain. I was looking at the weather reports, and that's something completely unrelated to finance and completely unrelated to marketing. So my top tip for anybody that's wanting to apply for the finance grad scheme, it's a really, really fast-paced environment. Retail's always changing, so if you thrive in an environment like that, it's really the place for you to be. It's also worth deciding what you'd like to do with your career, so make sure that you've got a clear direction of what you want to get out of it. Even if you don't know where you want to work in the future, just make sure you know kind of what behaviours you want to develop, what kind of skills that you want to learn, because nobody will spoon-feed you when you're here. You need to make sure that you chase your own development.